rules here.
The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. It will automatically terminate the fight. The standing 8 count is also in effect. The standing 8 counts as a knockdown leading to 3. The 10-point must system is in effect. The fight is scored by 3 judges. The referee does not figure into it. The ringside physician has the authority to stop the bout at any time.
And when these two fellas get together, there is a good chance that there is going to be a knockout, because that's all Tommy Morrison knows. In 14 fights, 12 knockouts for the young 20-year-old from Kansas City.
People continue to find out about heavyweight prospect Tommy the Duke Morrison. This has been a good year for the former tough man champion of Oklahoma and Arkansas. Morrison has raw power, which he displayed in flurries to take care of Trayar Ali. Morrison showed more diversity against Mike Robinson just 2 weeks ago. The body shot emerged as a weapon. When he threw left hooks, Morrison resembled the young Jerry Cooney. Once his heavy hands found the mark, it was only a question of when this fight would be stopped. Robinson was no match for Morrison's relentless assault. For the 20-year-old Morrison, things are looking up.
And Jesse Shelby in against one tough young man in Tommy Morrison. Let's go up for the introductions to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Boardwalk's Big Easy, the Showboat Hotel and Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Tonight, Top Rank Incorporated and the undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, presents professional boxing for your entertainment. These bouts are all sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Deputy Commissioner Lawrence Wallace. The chairman is Jerry Gormley. The 3 judges tonight are John Potteray, Frank J. Cairo, and Milo Savage. Chief physician at ringside, Dr. Frank B. Doggett. Also in attendance, Dr. Charles Wilson and Dr. Paul Williams. And the timekeeper is Lindsay Tucker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started with 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. The referee for this bout is Frank Cappuccino. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the red trunks with white trim and weighs 205 3/4 pounds. He's from Roswell, New Mexico. As a professional, 16 victories against 6 defeats and 1 draw, 12 of those 16 victories by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse, the Junkyard Dog Shelby. And fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with red, white, and blue trim, he weighs 209 pounds even, from Kansas City. He's undefeated as a professional, 14-0, 12 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Good evening, gentlemen. You were both given your instructions by the New Jersey Boxing Commission. Are there any questions with the rules? Both use touch gloves. Touch gloves.
And in case you are new to Tommy Morrison, he is the great-grandnephew of Marion Morrison, otherwise known as John Wayne, thus the Duke. And we're looking at Jesse Shelby, 29 years old. His last fight was 15 months ago. He manages himself, and this is kind of a crossroads fight for Jesse Shelby.
And a dangerous situation to be in, self-managed. All the distractions you have to worry about, in addition to being ready for a fight.
Morrison scored 5 first-round knockouts. His first 7 knockouts, his first 7 fights were all knockouts. He has 2 knockouts in 21 seconds. Morrison had 50 tough man bouts, beginning at the age of 13 when he conned his way into a fight saying he was 21, and he lost only once.
And from those raw roots, he's now starting to acquire some finesse.
Well, it was enough to attract Bill Caton, Mike Tyson's estranged manager, and Morrison working over his man on the ropes here and getting the best of it.
Jesse Shelby in trouble.
Yes, early. Shelby not throwing much here. Morrison working to the body, then trying to go upstairs as he does here. His last outing, he worked effectively to the body and won his fight over Davidson. And he's owning it right now.
And he's showing you again aggressiveness, patience, positioning. And he's fighting somebody who's 16-6 and has been in there with some pretty good fighters when he was fighting regularly. Shelby is coming off a layoff since May of 1988.
One of those fighters, Evander Holyfield, that he had worked against. So he's been in there with some good ones. His biggest upset was a win over J.B. Williamson when he was ranked 2nd in the world. So he's no slouch.
But the problem for Shelby is that he's been out. And he hasn't been in the fighting trim, the fighting mentality that you need. And this is what Morrison is trying to take advantage of to offset Shelby's natural age and experience.
Shelby admitted to a little burnout after 11, 12 years of boxing, and that's why he took the time off. Trying to survive the rust and the strong rushes of Morrison here. This Morrison is an outstanding high school football player, turned down a scholarship to Emporia State in Kansas.
Morrison fighting like he doesn't want Shelby to get any big dreams of doing something spectacular here.
Morrison has gone 6 only one time in his 14 fights. And we are through round 1, which to some observers of Tommy Morrison probably is a surprise as we go back to the corner
You gotta box him, son.
of Jesse
You
Shelby.
gotta work off the stick. Okay. See, the stick is the best thing. All right. You use the stick. Everything come off the stick. See what I'm saying? Use the stick, all right, baby? Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Use the stick. The same thing I told Charlie, he became champion. You gotta use the stick. Okay? When you shoot with right hand, use the stick, work off the stick, and come counter off the stick. You gotta use the stick. All right. You all right? You sure? All right, now.
Even when Morrison doesn't score, you'll see with the left hook that he does. He drives the glove of his opponent into his own face, so Shelby tastes his own glove.
Morrison, just 20 years old. Take him out the front. Gets good leverage from his punches. And for a young guy, I think those around him, John Brown and his manager, along with Bill Caden, but it was Brown who got him started. And they put together a nice little team. It's a very professionally oriented operation.
Well, does this look like a heavyweight fight? No jabs were recorded in the first round. All power shots.
Morrison low with that one, and Shelby backs off in disgust.
And Morrison, on the power shots, much more significance than the 30-23 edge shown there. He hurt Shelby a couple times in the opening round. What you'll see Morrison trying to work on, other than this obvious corner work, is maybe starting to throw some right-hand leads and fighting that southpaw style.
Well, you have to think it does not behoove Shelby to lean against the ropes and let Morrison fire away.
Well, the shots he took in the first round have to contribute to that. A good number were to the body. And they're going to slow down the movement that Shelby would want to have. And with the long layoff he's had, you have to wonder about the conditioning he really has.
And with the fact that he is his own manager, how much do you push yourself? That's what they say about a lawyer. When you become your own lawyer, you have a fool for a client. Well, maybe you have, as your own manager, a fool for a fighter. We'll find out. I mentioned Morrison has not fought a southpaw as a professional. He did as an amateur. Incidentally, as an amateur, he lost in the Olympic trials. A big right hand followed up on the left by Morrison, and Shelby is in a seated position and may not make it up. Frank Cappuccino with a count. He's going to keep a close eye on Shelby. I don't think he's going to let it go on, no.
Shelby was going to have to talk Cappuccino into letting this go on, and that was going to be a difficult task. Morrison working, patient, deliberate, waiting for the opportunity, and then he lands the two-punch combination to end it.
So, knockout number 13, victory number 15. And Tommy Morrison remains unbeaten.
And he shows you something a little different each fight. In the last one, the body shots became a potent weapon. Here you're going to see it from the outside. The left hook from a distance and the right hand coming behind it. Neither one exactly textbook flush, but both of them effective. He gets around the lazy right hand thrown out by Shelby, and then hits him on the top of the head. The right hand, a pretty good shot there, both of them from a distance. And what Morrison knew to capitalize on was that when Shelby stuck out the right hand, Morrison knew it wasn't being flicked out, and that there was a chance that he could get something in real quick.
Well, you've seen this young fighter as they're still working on Shelby. He went on rocky legs back to his corner. You've seen this young fighter at the start, and he is becoming much more fundamentally sound. Let's go for the official verdict up to Michael Buffett.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute, 55 seconds of the second round. The winner by knockout victory. He's now 15-0, 13 by KO. Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Now let's go up in the ring to a guy who is pretty fast himself, Tommy Morrison and Dave Bontempo.
Okay, thank you, Pete. Tommy, congratulations again. It looked like sudden opportunity there for you in the second round.
The guy was a little hard to line up on, but he's a tough guy. You know, you got to tip your hat to him. You know, fighting a southpaw is something I haven't did in a while, and it just took me a little bit of time to adjust. And once I did, things kind of fell in place.
What did you see out there from the southpaw style that had not been shown to you in other fights?
Well, I think it was just a matter of distance, being able to line up. The guy seemed like I was just a step off, you know, the first part through the first round and the second round. But once I got adjusted to it, I think things went my way. Did
you coax him into a mistake in the second?
I just tried to stay busy on the inside. The guy was kind of lazy on the inside, kind of like to hold a little bit, which we've been working on staying busy on the inside, and I think that's what did it for us.
Okay, we're going to take another look at the knockout. Why don't you take it through us and show us what's happening here?
Well, the guy, I was able to hit him once we worked with hitting left hook to the body, which we figured southpaws would be real vulnerable for. And just staying busy on the inside, going up and down, and I went down, I come up, and he zagged when he should have zigged.
The distance, are you surprised you got it from that far out, those two punches?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, it's southpaws usually you connect with them, you know, from a distance, as opposed to finding an orthodox fighter where I'm more powerful on the inside. So I'm real pleased with the way I like to thank ESPN and Top Rank for having me here.